we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Groupers offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Kelly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Groupers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So LSU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
Try to barge their way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
To the air on second down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Creates a little space.
To go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short game by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the groupers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the breaks into the open. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the catch. It's Hill. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Tigers want to move quickly. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And for the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. LSU lining up first and goal. And his throw is incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. Easy call for the ref. The lead is 6 in the first.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now the pitch. There he goes. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking downfield. Makes a connection. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They'll go to the toss. Plows through the defense. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Quick spin on the run. Good, solid tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Surging forward on the sneak.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these 1st downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They want to run it left here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the groupers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The groupers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They put points on the board on a couple of drives, but now they like to stick one in the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Leaves it with the back. Inside the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. LSU quick to the line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker missing the hole before getting moved.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stop just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The give on the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Groupers will punt this one away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Working that wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Shakes off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going for it all. Makes the grab at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third down, he drops the throw. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Groupers will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the back. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, this defense is being challenged, in the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Trying play action. Buying some time. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
On the play. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Sheffield. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Groupers want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The short hands, it's Sheffield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. The Groupers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet. All of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field. They're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous.
It's a seam wide open. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. With the catch, it's Berry. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Durham. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick release by the QB. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety right on the run fake. So as the safety safety comes running downhill. He now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half. So in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice
touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over the Judicials. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the groupers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The groupers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. He gets a block. Touchdown Tigers! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming for you.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the groupers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Now the play fake.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
The groupers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Buys a little time. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off play action on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little room. There he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the groupers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Now on the counter. Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking to throw, it's Quicks. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The groupers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try it over the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive game and a positive play for this offense.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Looking to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. from the gun, running back on the move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Grabbed behind the line, it's Sharp. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. LSU right back to the line. Right on the money. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Bowling Green. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll knock him down for a... couple.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This is just unreal. I mean, just continues to stack up numbers now. Almost to 500 yards on the day. Most people can't do that on air. He has been hitting his wide receivers left and right, putting up huge yards.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Going for the marker on the ground.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got it behind the line. It's Sharp. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.